Hello everyone! Today we will continue the Legend of the Five Rings lore series with the Unicorn Clan. But before we continue, I would like to ask you to like the video, subscribe and perhaps even join my Patreon. All of these actions will support the channel. Thank you for the Patreons who already joined our community. And with that out of the way, we can delve into the Unicorn Clan. As always, we will discuss the history of the Unicorn Clan and the families of the Unicorn Clan. The Unicorn are known for their exceptional cavalry, and though they are a great clan, the other great clans of Rokugan view the Unicorn as barbarians. But how did that come to be? History and founding of the Unicorn Clan. I will start the story with a quote from the Legend of the Five Rings 1st edition RPG book, Way of the Unicorn, because this is a perfect opening to the tale of Shinjo. 9 newborn children played at Amaterasu's feet as she recovered the radiance she had lost during her labor. The children moved about her, exploring their world and playing at various games. Shinjo rested apart from the others at a place she had discovered where she could look down upon the vast world below. Her father, Onotangu, obstructed some of the earth from his position in the sky below her. However, Shinjo could still see cities below, vacant and empty, their serpentine occupants long ago resuming their deep slumber. Elsewhere upon the earth, other creatures flourished, a wondrous variety whose antics amuse her endlessly. The creatures lived in harmony with the land, a land as amazingly diverse as those creatures that dwelled upon it. Shinjo watched each creature, one by one, on its life journey, sharing in the experience of each animal. As she watched, she felt a hand grasp hers, a gentle, kind, warm hand attached to a gentler, warmer smile. "So many mysteries to behold, little sister," mused the sweet voice. "So much potential to explore. Would you enjoy seeing others? Once I am grown, I shall create more creatures whose lives shall astound you. I have great plans." Shinjo laughed. She loved her brother, Fuleng. After the kami fell from the heavens to Rokugan, and after the contest in which Hantai won and became emperor, Fuleng was still missing after all these years, until he reappeared leading an army of dark, foul and corrupted fiends. Hantai wanted him out of the way, convinced that Fuleng was jealous of his position and accomplishments. Shinjo wanted to know why her brother attacked, but Hantai was frustrated that his sister did not understand that Fuleng was just jealous. Shinjo needed to know more. Shinjo prepared to travel to the Shadowlands in search of their lost brother Fuleng. She arrived at a large dark fortress, creatures corrupted by the lands everywhere. They made way for her, as if she was expected. One of them led her to the place where Fuleng was. They talked. His voice was still the same as when they were young, but his visage was different. His eyes glowed green, and the rest seemed to be black as a shadow. He struck his sister as he pronounced that, "You all held your contest, but you never faced me." This was true and referred to the contest in which Hantai won and became emperor. Shinjo faced Hida in the first round of that tournament, and her speed outmaneuvered his strength. Fuleng goaded Shinjo into attacking him. Because she was able to win against Hida, he wanted to fight her himself. She answered his call. "You think I have learned nothing, brother, but you are wrong." The fight was short, as Shinjo realized the world she was in now. Fuleng's world. A world of pain, torture, enslavement for his glory and entertainment. She knew why she came. It was for love. Love of everything that suffered, even her lost brother. Centuries later, after the Day of Thunder, when Fuleng was defeated, each of the kami formed their great clans. Hantai called out each of them and granted them lands and duties to hold in his new empire. But when he called for Shinjo, there was no answer. Shinjo was meditating in the ruined garden of Otosan Uchi, completely dressed for war. She said that Fu Leng may have been defeated, but his minions of the Shadowlands still roam the world. Hantai tried to convince her that all was safe, but Shinjo didn't buy it. She remembered the words of Shinsei, the little master, and reminded Hantai of them. Winds blow, fortunes rise and fall, but the simple folk will always be asked to shoulder the weight. She reminded Hantai that they swore to protect the people from evil and that they failed. They fought, but people died. The people saved themselves. It was Shinsei and his 7 thunders who defeated Fu Leng, not them, the kami. Shinjo looked to the lands beyond the mountains and said to Hantai that they may know what to expect from the Shadowlands now, but new dangers might arise and there may not be another Shinsei or thunders to help out the people. Shortly after, Shinjo decided to explore the world for unknown dangers. She took with her 3 families that were loyal to her: the Otaku, Yuchi, and Ide. After a long preparation, Hantai gave a magic mirror created by Shiba. This mirror was one of a pair. If both owners would look into the mirror at midday, they could communicate with one another. Each of the siblings taught Shinjo an important lesson before departing. Doji taught her to defend herself. Akodo gave her tactical advice. Hida shared a simple tea ceremony. Bayushi instructed her on trickery and how to evade its traps. She would move through the mountains and speak with Togashi. Finally, she paid her respects to Shiba, and she and the Kirin clan left the Emerald Empire. The Shinjo family. The Shinjo family Mon is a Kirin facing westwards, towards the lands the unicorn would travel to. The fiery mane is swept back to symbolize the family's spirits of freedom and exploration. This family is by far the largest of the unicorn clan because it accepts the most adoptees. They excel in military careers and do not bother with magic. This family is hardly settled on the same place for long periods of time. They tend to travel and explore, visit their kin in the fields, and go from the major strongholds for weeks on end to ride and hunt. The Otaku family. The Mon of the Otaku family is a simple pale purple field. It is said to originate from Otaku's silence as well as purity. When Shinjo prepared to ride from the Emerald Empire and asked the families for their loyalty, Otaku did not utter a word. Instead, Otaku simply went with the Kirin clan. Some scholars debate on whether this silent following was because Otaku would not be bound by words to Shinjo and wanted to leave if things became a lost cause. But others debate that words did not need to be said between the two. Whatever the case, this silence has fueled the Otaku family's values. They are straightforward, and their actions speak louder than words. It is interesting that the most beautiful poetry is written by the tight-lipped Otaku. The family is often seen as terrifying when faced in battle. Their cavalry charges are silent, never uttering a battle cry. This is in honor of their ancestor, Otaku. The Iuchi family. The Mon of the Iuchi family depicts an open scroll that signifies their devotion to the study of magic. The Iuchi family are the unicorn clan's Shugenja, and have learned foreign magic from Shugenja who call themselves sorcerers, wizards, warlocks, and magicians. The Iuchi, more than other Shugenja from Rokugan, are willing to experiment with foreign or unknown magic. The Ide family. The Mon of the Ide family depicts a hand, open in friendship and giving. The Ide were the clan's spokespersons. When encountering foreigners or gaijin, the Ide were calm and understanding. They were the bridge between the gaijin and the unicorn clan. The Moto family. The Mon of the Moto family is a face of death, intimidating and ghostly. In the first years of their exodus, when the unicorn clan were outside of Rokugan, they were hungry and weary. Suddenly, when crossing the burning sands, the Kirin clan was attacked by a group of fierce warriors that lived a nomadic lifestyle in the steppes. The clan called them Ujik. They stole their horses and led the Kirin to a trap. When a trap was sprung, the Ujik found that they were caught instead of the Kirin. When their leader was defeated by Shinjo, the tribe quickly lost morale and sought their refuge with Shinjo. They came to be known as the Moto. It is interesting to note that in the source book of the first edition RPG, The Way of the Unicorn, the story of the Moto does not include their Ujik origins, though other sources do mention this. This family would be seen as the least civilized of the unicorn clan. They have long, thick beards, strange clothing, and are built stocky. The Kirin clan eventually went west again and encountered a great empire that seemed to be thriving. This was the Rempet Empire, ruled by a pharaoh called Nefertep. Shinjo quickly realized the world was too big, so the Kirin clan split into groups. Shinjo went ever west with the Blue Horde. Yuchi took the Green Horde south, and Moto Chabi Khan took the White Horde north across the burning sands. Utaku went east with the Purple Horde into the Ivory Kingdoms. Ide and its Golden Horde remained in place, exploring the coast of the Conqueror's Sea. Yuchi's Green Horde never returned. This division of the clan also has two versions. In the older sources, it was said that a magic mirror had to be split in 4 pieces. Each part of the clan would take a piece and would ride in the 4 directions of the wind. Never in my research on the other clans have I seen so many contradictory stories as with the unicorn. Fitting, as they are the most mysterious of the clans. Both sources, however, agree that the Kirin clan encountered an oasis. They lacked food and water, but Shinjo warned the clan not to drink, eat, or harm any animal in there until she returned. She was to get the blessing of the spirit of the oasis. Here, the story deviates again, but I will stay true to the most recent sources, Across the Burning Sands by Daniel Lovett Clark. 8 days passed, and the people grew so hungry that Utaku Chaki drew her bow and shot a deer. She collected water, and the people were eating and drinking gratefully. The oasis disappeared, and there was no trace of Shinjo. Suddenly, a brilliant white creature appeared, a unicorn, and rode west. The people followed the unicorn and came to another oasis, greener and with cleaner water. 8 more days they waited, and Shinjo returned to them. "The spirit of the unicorn is angry," she told them. "This is because of the deer you slew. Only another life will appease it." Her followers misunderstood her words, and they said, "We will be lost without you." "Fear not, I will not leave you, and the unicorn has given us his blessing, so eat and drink." They stayed at the oasis for some months until Shinjo gave birth to 5 children. One of these children will one day replace the life that was taken and return here to dwell with the unicorn. I will let them make the choice themselves when they are old enough. Shinjo then traveled to the shores of the endless sea and finally came across the great evil that would threaten the world. The world devourer rose from the waters and told Shinjo it would consume the very soil itself. Shinjo told her followers to return to Rokugan and fought with the monster which she called Orochi, the great serpent. Shinjo disappeared as the creature swallowed her and vanished beneath the waves. After traveling through the outskirts of the Shadowlands, the Kirin clan finally returned to Rokugan after 200 years and renamed themselves the Unicorn Clan. They claimed their ancestral lands from the Lion, who weren't so happy to see the Unicorn have returned. A bitter rivalry would grow between these two clans that lasts to this day. Views on the other clans by the Unicorn Clan. The Crab Clan. More than anyone else, they have understood us. Outsiders have a certain way of coming together, and more often than not, we have counted them friends. The Crane Clan. Our most unexpected, but also most traditional allies. They wrap themselves in that tradition, but hold out a welcoming hand. It is confusing, but it is not something we can afford to complain about. The Dragon Clan. They sit on their mountains and ultimately they do nothing, even when bandits hide in their lands. The Lion Clan. They are worthy of our respect. The Lion have warred with us more than any other clan, but to fight the same enemy is tiring. They may never be friends, but that does not mean they need be enemies. The Phoenix Clan. Peace is an admirable goal, but forcing oneself into peace at the expense of necessity is not strength. The Scorpion Clan. They dare not attack us on the battlefield, but no clan has ever attacked us so much in court. When you speak without acting, what can we see you as but a coward? The Minor Clans. The Fox need to be protected. Too recently were they near destruction, and we cannot allow it to happen again. The Ronin. Too many bandits have come from their lot for us to easily trust any. Well, that was it for the Unicorn Clan, and with that we wrapped up the original great clans of Rokugan. So I want to thank each and every one of you who has listened to previous videos, this video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and if you really want to help out the channel, join me on Patreon as well. It will tremendously help the channel grow and make more videos like this. Next time, because we aren't done yet, next time we will visit the latecomers, the Mantis Clan. So see you all then. Bye bye.